your system is still going to be installing or producing power. And so you haven't lost anything by having a system that's less efficient.
Have you seen much damage from all the high winds and things that we've had lately? Or?
No, fortunately we haven't. We tend to over-engineer our products. We use the wind loads, and then we sort of go up in order of magnitude from there for where your specific location is. And sometimes, it might be up to 120 or 130 mile per hour winds. And so we definitely are watching that very closely as we're engineering the system. And my experience, I work a lot on commercial projects and oddball projects, awnings and things like that, is that the engineers want to go to overkill on the level of attachment and the thickness of the steel in the case of awnings and things like that.
What's your typical time frame to, like on a residential dwelling, to get your money back, to where you're starting to actually save money on this system? We use a
very conservative 5% rate of increase on electricity costs per year. And for residential systems using the tax credits and the rebate from Xcel, we're looking at between 10 and 15 years for full payback. If we see a spike from Xcel of a 30% increase, that payback window shrinks dramatically. And so we don't like to inflate those numbers in advance, because we could see just sort of a gradual rise, or we could see a real spike. And we like to play conservatively and set proper expectations with folks.
How do you predict future energy?
I'm sorry?
I think it just went up 8%.
Yeah, so our 5% is very conservative.
I was just going to say, how do you predict future energy prices?
Well, Xcel is pretty tight-lipped with that, they don't really share that with us. But
They seldom go for the decrease.
yeah, that's been my experience. Although gasoline prices have been surprising lately, so.
Right.
What's been the price of the Xcel increases over the past, say, 5 years, average?
About 7
That's
on average, yeah. Yeah, and what we do have that's very predictable is we have data from the National Renewable Energy Labs in Golden, and the NOAA and NIST and NCAR, and all of those labs giving us information on how much sun is coming down in our area as well as other areas, so that we can predict the production of your system very well. And we can predict how many days it's going to be out of service because the snow is sitting on it, or how many days of clouds we're going to have. So in terms of our predicting of the production of your system, we're very accurate on that. And we shoot low on that, and then we over deliver on it consistently on what we say we're going to.
Wondering about, as far as the install, is there much required as far as when you do a retrofit, you have to re-roof, or does it raise the cost of re-roofing much? You probably have to take stuff off to put stuff down.
Most of what we do is technically it's a retrofit, and I kind of squirm when I use the term retrofit because it has a negative connotation. And really all we're doing is we're taking an existing roof and we're adding in flashing underneath your shingles or whatever type of roofing that you have. We add in an attachment and we flash it really well, the same way a roofer would. So we would go underneath the existing shingles, and then the water would shed off of it, even though our attachment is sticking through it. There's no retrofitting to the house's electricity. We use all of the existing light switches in the house remain the same, so there's no retrofitting there. It's just a matter of actually attaching to the roof. That's the retrofit part.
But as far as like, I mean, if I have to come back and put a new roof on.
Oh,
because-
at some point,
Yeah, but
then
maybe-
you would
maybe
have,
the
and you would
panels
call
raise
us
that.
in and we would deinstall the system and then we would reinstall it.
And I've got to make that the last question so we can stay on time.